Hey y'all, and Genevieve. Today I'm going to be talking to you about how to say that you want something or that anyone wants something in the Irish language. Last time we learned how to say that you or someone else has something in Irish, and how maybe weird of a format that is to the English speaking mind. And we learned that to construct it that way, you say that something, the thing that you have, is at you. Well, when you say that you want something, in this case, the thing that you want is from you. And it took me a little bit to process that in my head, but now I kind of get the spatial logic of it or whatever. Okay, so let's do a quick recap of what we did last time. Last time we said that Anthony has a cat, and you say it to cat ag Anthony, which means a cat is at Anthony. He has it. Well, today we're going to say that Anthony wants a cat. A cat is from Anthony. So let's look at it, and hopefully I can get this board thing right this time. Okay. Come over this way. Okay. So, Anthony wants a cat is to cat o Anthony. Here's Anthony. The cat is from him. Well, he wants that cat. So that's how you structure that you want something in Irish in the most basic way. Also, if you remember from last time, each preposition in Irish has its root form. In this case, it's o. O is the root form of the preposition from. You might recognize this preposition from Irish names, like O'Leary, which basically means from Leary. Traditionally, from what I've read, that means that originally, when that name came to be, or any O name came to be, that was usually the grandson of Leary. If you've heard of Mac names, M-A-C or M-C something, I don't know if McLeary is a thing, maybe it is. That would mean son of Leary. Anyway, oh yeah, but we also talked about that each preposition has several different forms that are completely different from each other that represent a combination of the root form of the preposition and adding a pronoun to it. In English, we would say from me, from you, from y'all, from them, from him, from her, whatever. In Irish, it's each one of those is a completely different word. So, just like last time, we're going to have two benefits to this video, because not only are we going to learn how to say that you want something in Irish, but also learn how to say all the from prepositions in the Irish language. Be pretty cool. Come on. So, first off, I need to tell y'all that, wow. Specifically the from prepositions, I've started researching this, not actively the whole time, but I've started researching this about 2 years ago, I think, about how to pronounce them. So I might have told y'all about this before, but in the last video, but if you go to Faulkner.com, the Faulkner app, or even other pronunciation websites for Irish, where they will vocally pronounce it for you audibly, if they even bother to do it in Ulster, well, they will only pronounce the root form of the preposition, and they don't pronounce any of the other forms of the preposition. Man, that really gets on my nerves. I wish they would. Hopefully they will at some point. I do know that there's a peculiarity. There's a peculiarity about prepositions in Irish. Some other words too, but it really shows in prepositions. And that is, everything is spelled standard in Irish, even prepositions, usually. Standard is basically something they came up with, I don't know, 1940s or something, I don't remember, to coalesce all the dialects in Irish into a standard form to be taught in that could be taught in schools to save the language, and I understand that. But sometimes it gets frustrating when you're trying to learn how to pronounce something. And with prepositions, basically from what I have asked and read and researched, each region, each Gaeltacht, Ulster, Connacht, Munster, will spell it standard, but pronounce it the original way it was spelled in their Gaeltacht. So I had to do a lot of research about this. And luckily, except for 2 of them in Ulster, most of the pronunciations make sense-ish, except for the last 2, but I'll tell you what I know about those when I get to them. Okay, so let's start with I want a cat. Keep scratching my neck. Okay. To cat, whim. I want a cat. A cat is from me. You want a cat. To cat, watch. A cat is from you. Y'all want a cat. To cat, with. A cat is from y'all. We want a cat. To cat, when. A cat is from us. To cat, why, he wants a cat. A cat is from him. These last 2, to me, is where it gets a little bit strange, but it'll make sense if you know the spellings of the original Ulster spelling of these prepositions. So I'll show it to you first, and you'll go like, what? Okay. To cat, waiha. So I researched and researched about this one specifically, almost more than the others, I think. And man, I asked on forums, I looked at other people's questions on forums, I put this through an Irish synthesizer, did other things. Oh, I went to like Wiktionary or other things where they have like IPA pronunciation. I studied the IPA, whatever. So I gathered this. People say that the original spelling for Ulster for from her was either this, which would be pronounced waihi, or this, which would be pronounced waiha. It was sort of split at first, but in the end it seemed like more people were saying that it was waiha, and then this would be pronounced accordingly, waiha. To cat, waiha. A cat is from her, she wants a cat. The last one is also weird, but I feel way more confident about the pronunciation, and that is to cat, wuffa. I know that is not what that says. If you said it logically in Irish, it'd be to cat, woohoo. But the original spelling for this is wuffa, and that's how you say it, I'm gathering. By the way, if any of y'all are from the north of Ireland to Northern Ireland, somewhere in the Ulster Gaeltacht or the Ulster region, and you have anything else to add about this, maybe more knowledge that I can find, please help me. Leave your comments below. I will take anything I can get. Thank you. Okay. So we've covered that. If you remember from last time, I also said that some words in Irish, if you want to emphasize them, like in English, if you wanted to emphasize a word, you'll put vocal emphasis on it. Like, I want a cat. No, you want a cat. That kind of thing. But in Irish, for prepositions especially, and some other words I'm still learning, you want to add a suffix onto those words, and that, instead of vocal emphasis, will indicate emphasis. Let's see what I mean here. Whimsha. That's the emphatic form of whim. So let's say, instead of saying, I want a cat, you want to say, I want a cat. Like maybe someone said like, he wants a cat? No, I want a cat. And you want to emphasize that. Then instead of to cat whim, you would say to cat whimsha. Whimsha. So with that in mind, I'm going to go through with you all the emphatic forms, all the from prepositions I just showed you. Okay, got wimsha from me, emphasized. Whatsha from you, emphasized. Wevsha from y'all, emphasized. Wanya from us, emphasized. Wyshan from him, emphasized. Oh, this is that weird one. Wyhasha from her, emphasized. Wuffason from them, emphasized. I'm literally doing this on a ladder. I need to get an easel. Okay, so that seems like that should be the end of the video, but I want to add some extra things. Okay, so that is how you say you want something. There are alternate ways to say that you want something in Irish. I'll introduce them to you as far as I know. Okay, so first of all, let's look at the basic form of how this sentence works. So, ta cat o antina. Ta is, that's the verb. Cat, cat from antina. Is a cat from antina. A cat is from antina. If you replace ta with chastian, you could say chastian cat o antina. Anthony wants or needs a cat. Chastian cat whim. I want or need her cat. I want or need her cat. I want or need a cat. A cat is required from me or something like that. I get the feeling that that has a little bit more of the connotation of like, I need it rather than I want it. As far as I know, I haven't seen anything that says like how to say that you need something as like need and want, two different things. Again, if y'all know something I don't know, leave comments. Thank you. Another way to say it, I think we covered in the video about ordering at the restaurant, is you could say, I would like. Boilum. Boilum. And that literally means I would like, just the same as in English. You could also say, Tamagiri. Tamagiri. You want to be careful with that one. It literally means I'm requesting. So you won't want to use it in all the same situations that you might use this in. Because like, say you're like walking through the pet shop with your friend or something, and you say, oh, Tamagiri cat. That means I'm requesting a cat. It makes it seem like you're asking your friend to buy you the cat, and like, that's not what you're saying. But you're not like, hey, get me one, whatever. But if you are saying you'd want something and sort of asking for it, you could say Tamagiri. Tamagiri. And I feel like that's a little bit abrupt to me, and I don't feel like it's like quite right or something unless I add please to the end of it, which is, if you'll remember, lataho. So I would recommend to add that anytime you use that phrase. Yeah, so those are some, no, need, oh. We're not gonna do this, awesome. Alright, I think I have that all covered, at least as far as my knowledge base goes, and I hope it was helpful, and Slán, Chief Mayor Balshiv.